Hi, this is James from Motorsport, and this is the start of the 2023 race season for me, my 6th season, and it all started at the Silverstone GP circuit for Classic Sports Car Club, a mixed up grid between the usual tin top suspects and the turbo tin tops. You can see Carl Chambers up there ahead in the Peugeot 208 and the Ford Fiesta. Yeah, qualified P11 for this one out of 52 cars. Was pretty happy with that. Knocked a few seconds off my best lap time from the end of 2021 in the old Peugeot. So yeah, another circuit where I found a few seconds and actually went a bit quicker in the race. So yeah, started P1 in class, which is the new TB2 class, which is kind of the French single throttle body class, and this is second in class, the 29 Clio, absolutely steaming past me on the hanger straight on the first lap. That is a little bit concerning, the straight line difference there. Fiat 500, that's in the turbos, mugged me into Stowe corner, so at this point I'm thinking I just need to get the tyres up to temperature, get myself into a groove and see what I can do about the class lead there. So important to get a clean exit onto the international pit straight, try and pick up any slipstream where I can, and just need to suss these guys out and ahead of a long 40-minute race. Silverstone GP, a brilliant circuit. Absolutely love the high-speed nature of this one. Not the prettiest circuit on the calendar. We definitely go to greener, nicer tracks, but this is an F1 track after all. It's built for speed, and you can really get some speed in the Peugeot around this place. So the Gold Mini is another turbo there. Perhaps a dodgy gear shift for the 500 at Bath. I think he's going to pop up on my left there, so I just need to make sure I outbrake them. Take the wide line into Brooklands. There they are in the rearview mirror, and just get a smooth exit. And then all of a sudden, these two are seemingly holding each other up, and suddenly I'm in the battle. So this is for the class lead in the brand new TB2 class, and it is a drag race down to Copse Corner, but it seems to be just a little bit more horsepower there in that Clio. I've got the 500 on my inside. You have to commit to the corner, you can't be looking in the mirrors to see where they are, so a bit of a leap of faith turning in there. Carry as much speed through Maggots, Beckett's and Chapel and get a clean run. Very difficult, the car washes wide there. Get a clean run onto the hanger straight and just sit in that slipstream and see what you can do at the end. Goes for it, sees a gap, hugs the inside, and I'm through. 129 miles per hour down that straight. That is fast. Hugging the inside there, do not let him back up the inside, and just cleanly through Vale and Club again onto the international pit straight, and let them hopefully battle amongst themselves behind me. But that Clio is no slouch in a straight line, so it's still there, and I know I've probably got a bit of defending to do before the end of the lap. Left it in third gear there to save the gear change, but that's not optimal. I feel like second gear is better, and then I've completely screwed that up, bogged down, and now he is going to be on me down this Wellington Straight. I know that something's going to happen here. And look at the progress in the rearview mirror. Gonna have to go very defensive, quite aggressive. Do not leave a Clio size gap on that inside, and then just smoothly getting it through Brooklands. And a clean exit onto the National Pit Straight. So this is on the next lap, and the gold turboed Mini got the legs on me on the straight, so this isn't my battle today. There's no point me defending and losing time against this Mini. Really, I wanted to just get his foot down and drag me along away from the Clio, but the Peugeot is handy in the corners. A little bit later around the next lap, and yeah, still all over the back of it. Just needed to get his foot down and let's build a gap. A little bit wide there, but swapped to a tighter line and then quicker on the exit. Now the Clio is all over me after a couple of slow corners, and he goes for it on the inside, and again turn in, give him a little bit of space and just try and hold on to that position. Gonna have to go very, very defensive into Village. I know I'm on a very, very tight line here. Second gear gives me a lot more acceleration out of these corners. Just need to absolutely nail it onto the Wellington Straight. Few laps later of just head down and trying to keep a gap, the Honda Integra that was battling the Clio is then on a bit of a charge. So again, this isn't really my race. We're in a different class here, and I don't really want to fight this guy, so I'm happy to just ease it off a little bit in the braking zone for Brooklands, take the wider line, and then again just want to try and follow this car and keep the gap to second place behind me. So lap 9, and this is where the race unravelled for us. This is the 2-minute pit stop from line to line. It is this one. First issue, John's coming into the pits and looks like he's about to pull into one of the pit bays, so I overtake him and then pull into my pit bay, and his crew are actually ahead of me, so that is a complete communication meltdown. Didn't really know what he was doing there, so I just carried on at 60 kph and pulled in. So bit of a pit lane drama there. Gary's timer that stopped working on the side of the car, and I've not registered when I came in with my stopwatch, so we're both completely in the dark here about how long 2 minutes is. The Mini up ahead is doing a 1.5 minute pit stop, so that's no good to us. After a bit of a debate and 29 extra seconds later, we are back in the race, and we have completely lost the lead and are now 30 seconds off. So cue a bit of angry driving for the rest of the race, and just looking for some racing where I can find it. So these are how the closing laps of the race went for me. I ended up battling this lovely Volvo that's joined Tin Tops this year. It's a Class A car, similar straight line speeds, maybe it's a little bit quicker in a straight line, but we're definitely lighter, so we can definitely get around the corners a lot better. Back fighting another one of the Fiat 500s again. Now you might think, what the hell happened there? I took a wider line and hit the marbles, and rather than losing the back end steering back to the left, I decided to just straight line it. Didn't really cost me a couple of seconds, and I was back on these two half a lap later. So yeah, just went for the safer option there. It's actually where I had an accident in 2021 when the tyre let go and ended up spinning backwards across that across that runoff. So yeah, maybe some bad memories through that corner, playing a hand there. So but yeah, no harm done. We've still got time to get past these guys, and yeah, gonna try and see what we can do on the Hanger Straight. Picking up any slipstream I can get. Very, very effective at Silverstone with the speeds we see down these long straights, so well worth doing. But when you're battling more than 2 cars, it can be a bit dangerous to kind of pull out of the slipstream and go for the dive, because there's other cars on the apex. So just need to think smart here and pick the right opportunity, and then especially when you're lapping another car as well. So a little bit chaotic through here and just trying to seize any advantage I can. Pretty wide through club, but on the throttle early and just trying to keep up. So just taking the optimal line through here, not worrying about what the other 2 are doing, and just setting myself up for village here. So thinking 2 or 3 corners ahead, and there we go, down the inside. Nice little block pass onto the apex. Full focus on the 500 again. Bit of a tight line there compared to usual, hence went a little bit wide on the exit rumble strip. Still got loads of brakes left, so this is a little bit further around the next lap, and again we're coming up to lap the red Fiesta of Fat Boy, as I think it says on the back. Hope I didn't get that wrong. And yeah, that's given me a bit of an advantage, trying to get on the rear bumper of this Abarth, trying to pick up whatever slipstream that size car can give. And it's another throw it up the inside, hold the apex and get a clean exit. So Stowe was definitely my favourite corner that day. Now we've really only got a couple of laps left here, and this is one of the Clios, again in turbo tin tops, but I know they weren't my race earlier in the race, but this is all I've got now. And again, we're very, very similar over a lap here in terms of lap time, so just need to sniff an opportunity. So taking the absolute widest line possible through there so that I can get on the power much earlier than the Clio and just pressure. Get in his mirrors. But he's pretty good on the brakes there, and yeah, I didn't think the dive bomb was really on. So I'm going to have to figure it out somewhere else. Trying the tighter line through Luffield, see if I can get out a bit quicker, and yeah, very, very similar over each corner. Picking up a beautiful slipstream, and this is He Who Dares too tight into cops. I would have washed wide, a bit like Hamilton taking off Verstappen, didn't quite fancy that. So again, gonna have to fight for another corner, lapping one of the Mazda RX-8s. Don't want to T-bone it, but he's still pretty going for it into Chapel onto Hanger Straight, so I've lost a little bit there. But again, we're coming up to lap another Clio there. So into my favourite corner. 129 miles per hour again, and it's the double overtake. But he hangs it around the outside. I was happy with that one. That deserved a little whoop and a cheer after the mid-race woes. And that was it. Crossing the line, 40 minutes, second in class. Never saw the 29 again. Finished 40 seconds down the road. Bittersweet. Felt like the car performed so well. I think we got down to a 2 minutes 30, which is incredible. 2 minutes 36 back in 2021, so 6 seconds off. Yeah, second in class, but it was a bit of a race of what could have been, and looking forward to getting out again in 4 weeks at Snetterton and putting that right. So anyway, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed already, please hit the subscribe button, and look forward to seeing you on the next one.